Guys, internal communication is one of the most important aspect for any organization or team to work effectively and to collaborate smoothly. So many organizations and team use collaboration tools for this purpose and to provide information to the people who need them and when they need them. Okay, so Mattermost is one of those applications used for this purpose. But guys, sometimes not only communication, but keeping the track and record of the topics under conversation is also of very much importance. And to collect the gist or summary of an ongoing conversation from any collaboration tool can be very problematic for you. So don't worry, let automation handle this problem for you. And here I am going to share with you an amazing automation which will let you record chats from Mattermost application into your Google Sheets, that too automatically. Okay, so now let me show you how this automation is going to work. So the flow of this automation is going to look like this. As in, when the conversation starts in Mattermost application, the same conversation or the message will be added in a new row in Google Sheets automatically. Okay. And to make this happen, we are using Pabbly Connect, which is an integration and automation tool. And guys, the best part of setting up this automation is that you will not require any coding skills or programming knowledge. So anyone can set up this automation. So now let's set up this automation together. So the first step to set up this automation is to log in into your Pabbly Connect account, and for this use the link that we have pasted in the description for you, from where you can set up your free Pabbly Connect account in just 2 minutes, and that will provide you 100 free automation tasks for every new month. Okay, after that you can log in and reach the dashboard of Pabbly Connect here like this, and here you have to start working by creating a workflow. So to create a workflow, you just have to click here on this create workflow button like this, and here you can give any suitable name to your workflow. So let me fill the name here. So I have given the name to this workflow as save messages from Mattermost into Google Sheets automatically. Okay. Now you can click here on this create button and you can see your workflow getting created here like this. And on this page, you will find these two things, the trigger and the action. So our automation work on these two things. The trigger is the happening of any event and the action is the response to that trigger. As in our use case, the trigger would be starting of conversation in Mattermost, and the action or the response to that trigger would be to save the messages into Google Sheets. Okay. So first of all, you have to set up this trigger. Click here on this trigger window, and from this choose app field, first of all, you have to choose your trigger application. So in our use case, the trigger application is Mattermost. So I have to select Mattermost here. This is it. Select it. Okay, and then you have to select the trigger event as outgoing webhooks. So when you select this outgoing webhooks, what will happen? It will fetch the data out from Mattermost to here in Pabbly Connect with the help of this webhook URL. Okay, so the webhook URL is the thing which is used to fetch external information from any other application to here in Pabbly Connect. So with the help of this, we are going to fetch the messages here, and after that, with the help of that data, we'll move forward. Okay, so you have to follow these instructions written here to make this connection with Mattermost. Let me show you how you can do this. So guys, first of all, you have to copy this webhook URL by clicking here on this copy button, and then you have to go to your Mattermost applications dashboard. This is my Mattermost application, and this is the channel Pabbly Connect I have created here, and my team is discussing something here. Okay, so here you have to click on this icon, and from here on the left hand side you will find this integrations option. Click on integrations, and here you'll find this outgoing webhooks option. Click on outgoing webhooks, and here you have to add a webhook by clicking here on add outgoing webhook button. Okay, so here you have to give the title of your webhook purpose. Okay, so I am writing here record chats. Okay, here you can give the description also, and here you can select the content type. So I'm selecting JSON type here, and here you can select the channel. Okay, so here you can see we got two options, select channel or select trigger words. So if you want to trigger the workflow with a specific type of word, that means when any one special word used in the conversation, then only you want to send the data to Google Sheet. So you can type the word here, okay? Or if you want that from any specific channel, the message will be delivered to my Google Sheet. So you can select this channel here. For now, I am selecting the channel, which is this Pabbly Connect. Okay, I am not putting any trigger words here. Okay, so first word matches the trigger word. So you need not to select this also because we don't have trigger words here. Okay, and in this callbacks URL, you have to paste the webhook URL that you have copied from Pabbly Connect. Okay, so paste the webhook URL here. Okay, and now click on save, and we have set a new webhook here. Okay, now click on done. Right, and in Pabbly Connect, as I have copied this webhook URL, it started showing this waiting for the webhook's response. This means now you have to do a test submission. Okay, we need to capture a test data of a message here so that we can set up this automation further. Okay, so I'm going to my channel in my Mattermost application in Pabbly Connect, and here I'm typing any demo message just for getting the test message here. Okay, so here I'm typing, we got a new bug in the dashboard of our application. Okay, so you can type any message. I'm just writing to show you the demo, and I send the message here in this channel. So let's check in Pabbly Connect if we got the data received here. So you can see the response is received in our response section like this. You can see the channel ID is here, the channel name is here, the username who messaged is here, and the text that got messaged is here like this. Okay, so connection with Mattermost is working. Now I want to save this message into my spreadsheet here, which is this. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, you have to click here on, and if you want that the messages from any specific person to be transferred into your spreadsheet, suppose that you have many members in your team, so they can type messages one by one, and you can have many messages all together in a single conversation. So that can be very hectic for you to sort out the gist of the conversation, what's going on actually. So for that, what you can do, you can select any one person and you can save the message of that person only in this Mattermost application. For that, what you can do, you can apply a filter here. In this actions tab, you can use a filter feature by Pabbly like this. And here you can see in the response we have received the username of the person who have messaged, which is this Hardik. Okay, so in this tab, in the filters tab, you will find the select label option. From here, when you click, you will find this Mattermost application in the drop down. This is the first tab we have, and when you click here, it will show you all the responses that you have received from the first tab. So from here, I am going to select the username label like this. Okay, I have selected the name. Now make the filter type equals to and put the value here manually as Hardik. Okay, like this, and then click on save and send test request, and it will show you the response that the condition is true and the status is success. So this means we are telling to Pabbly Connect that when the username of the person who messaged in the group is equal to Hardik, then only make this workflow run and save the message of Hardik in my spreadsheet. Okay, otherwise the messages of any other person won't be saved. But if you want to save, you can remove this tab. Okay, now what you have to do, you have to do one thing more. I also want to record the date and time of the message delivered in Mattermost application as well. Okay, so here you can see in the spreadsheet I have this three columns: the post column, the user column, and the date time column. So here I'm saving the messages. Here I'm saving the people's name who are messaging, and here I'm saving the date and the time on which the message is sent or delivered or received in Mattermost. Okay, so for that, what you have to do, you can see in the first tab here in which I have connected Mattermost, and in the response that we have received in the response section, we got this time stamp. So with the help of this timestamp, I'm going to figure out the date and time of the delivery of the message. And how I can do this? I'm going to use a feature by Pabbly. I'll tell you. Click here on this plus icon and another actions tab will open up, and from here I'm going to select date time formatter. This is date time formatter by Pabbly. Okay, and it will show you all these action events, and the action event I'm going to use is this one, format date only. Then click on connect, and with the help of this datetime formatter, we are going to figure out the date and time from the timestamp that we have received in the first step. Okay, so here it is asking for the date. So I am going to click here, and it will show me this previous two steps in the drop down, and from the Mattermost step, the first step, I'm going to map this timestamp like this. Okay, so we mapped the timestamp, and here it is asking from which format you want to convert this date and time, or fetch the details of date and time. So from this field, you have to select the timestamp option, this one, timestamp in milliseconds. Select it. So this is the format in which we got the date, and in which format I want to convert this into normal format, which is let's say this one, MMDD, YYMMDD, hours, minutes and seconds, or this one. Okay, and I'm clicking on save and send test request, and you will see that the timestamp will be converted like this. In the results label, you can see from this timestamp, this one, we got the details of the date and time of the message received in Mattermost like this. This was the date and this is the time. Okay, now I want to save the message and this date and time in my spreadsheet. For that, you have to click here on this plus icon, and now we are going to connect our spreadsheet application in this action step. So from here, select Google Sheets, and in the action event, you have to select add new row option. Okay, so it will add a new row in your spreadsheet. Select this, then click on connect, and from here select add new connection, then click on connect with Google Sheets. Okay, and from this window you have to select the Google account from which you are accessing the spreadsheet. So here is my account, I have selected. Then you have to provide the additional access to create a record there. Click on continue, that is completely safe. Okay, and you can see the authorization is successful, and in a few moments we'll be connected with Google Sheets like this. Okay, now it is asking here for the spreadsheets to select. Okay, so in the select spreadsheet field, when you click, you will find all the spreadsheets that you have created till now in your Google Sheets application in the drop down, and the sheet I am using is this one, and the name of it is Mattermost, and here I am saving the details of the messages. Okay, so you will find this sheet here, select it. Okay, then it will ask for the sheets name. So here I have these two sheets in my spreadsheet, Pabbly Connect and from Pabbly Connect. So in from Pabbly Connect sheet, I want to save the data, so I'm going to select the sheet from this drop down. Okay, and now it is showing us these three fields, the post, the user and the date time. So these are the headers of the columns I have in my spreadsheet, the post, the user and the date time. Okay, so we need to map the details of these three things so that we can transfer the data. So we got the message from the first step. So I'm going to map the details of these three things from the first step. And how to do it? Just click here and you will find the previous steps in the drop down. And from the first step, just map the post or the message that you got. Here is the text, map the text label, and in the username, map the username from the very first step. This is the username, and in the date time, now you have to use this third step in which I have converted the timestamp into a normal date. So select the result label from datetime formatter option like this. Okay, and now let's check our connection with Google Sheet if this data is getting transferred or not. So here you can see I have these 9 rows right now in my spreadsheet, and now I'm clicking on save and send test request, and a new row will be added into my spreadsheet application with the data I have mapped here. You can see we have received this type of response here. Now let's check in the spreadsheet application, and you can see we got the 10th row with this data. You can see now we got a new bug in the dashboard. The user is Hardik and this is the date and the time. Okay, so our connection is working properly with spreadsheet and we are done setting up this automation here. Now let me give you a quick recap what we have done here. So guys, you have to set up this automation, make the connections and map the data only once. After that, you don't have to do anything manually in the workflow. After that, you just have to start conversing anything here and the messages will be saved here automatically in your spreadsheet. Okay, so let me show you. In the first step, in the trigger step, I connected Mattermost application with the help of this Webhook URL. Okay, and captured the test data of a test message here like this. And after that, I applied a filter because I want to save the message by only one person, which is Hardik. So I applied this filter and I applied this date time formatter because I want to save the date and time of the message also. And I converted the timestamp that I have received from the first step into this format by this step. Okay. And finally, I connected Google Sheets application to add a new row there and map the data that is required to save here. Okay, and we have seen that the connection was working properly. And guys, now the best part is you can use this same workflow that I have created because I am going to paste the link of this same workflow in the description so that you can clone it in your own free Pabbly Connect account and start using this automation instantly. Guys, thank you so much for watching our video and please let us know how our automation ideas are helping you in the comment section. And if you have any queries related to this application, please ask your queries from this forum link and do check the pricing of this application from this link. And guys, we are open to ideas. If you want us that we should make videos on other aspects of your business, please do let us know in the comment section. And if you like our work, please subscribe to our channel.